Hello all you witches and witches out there, I'm Power Dragonix. And this time we're going to be doing a breakdown of the game Pokemon Sword and Shield that came out for a trailer for Nintendo Pokemon Direct came out, and we're going to do a little bit more of a video together and just, highlight all the stuff, what came up, sorted by slowly, and just think about it, how it's going to affect it, because I know there's still a lot of questions involved still. I can't really answer them, but we can try to break it down in the video, sort of by 30, that, what to expect in that game. This is, like I said, only from the video that came out from the Pokemon Direct, so for a video, without me pausing and talk about it. Maybe criticize all the way to the point. So yeah, I'm going to give my honest opinion about it, so if you want to say anything about what I said, be my guest in the comment section. I want to know if my ideas, my criticism or my honesty is not, not kindness, you like it to be, to praise it 100%. But again, I want to be honest about it. What's going to be, what more likely might happen, my prediction, and when it comes out. So yeah, let's get it started.
Welcome to Pokemon Direct. I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company.
So
today, I would like to provide the latest news about the Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield games. To begin, please take a look at this video.
So I'm gonna point out things like what I saw that's interesting. So night, that's interesting. The cycle of night as usual. We'll talk about Invader. So you can see it's at the beginning, just a little bit. So right here is a little bit interesting right here. So this is the beginning part. So we'll talk about the other thing. I don't know you saw it or not, but in the beginning here, you can tell that here is wide encounter. So let's go back a little bit. So if you may have missed it here, let me show you, go back again. And I could have done better. Wait a second. And maybe missed it right here. You see Diglett right here. It's interesting. Diglett's here. That's interesting. So in the desert with Diglett, so more like you might see something in this map. So just want to show you that real quick. We'll talk about them later. Characters right here again. This is this is the wide area, I think you might see it, and now this is the standard area. So this might be the one of those Pokemon they had in Gold and Soul Silver you did. So that could be a possibility that could pop up. So yeah. There we go. And this Pokemon we'll talk about when it comes up more. And I give him my own criticism about him. So to the Pokemon soft comeback. That might be Brave Bird, I don't know. So it's a Wobbuffet. A little bit back. So let's see what Pokemon you can see. Here, there's the bear. Wobbuffet with lipstick, of course. Can't miss that. So yeah. Hippopotamus, it's female. I think it's Hippopotamus as well. It's here too, like 2 more right there. It's weird, it's more like grass, kind of like a grassy area for desert Pokemon. It's weird. And Snover's right here. Right on, you can see new Pokemon. Advance. There's Duskull right here, Gorum, more Bewares. And time does tell you what Pokemon you can get, so that's interesting. But the question is, the day cycle, night cycle, does it go by, you know, like I think it was in, which one was it, Black and White? No. I know there's one game, I forgot which one was it. I know the Emerald, it used to do time too, and I know there's one more game. Was it Time Emerald? Black and White, can't remember which one was Kalos. I think it was Kalos that kept the time with you. So just when you need time, it's gonna be the exact same time. I know that, I think it's just a hardcore, so it's still the exact same thing too. I just can't 100% remember. I know there's few games that involve time, and it depends what time you play it. So, oops. Come on. Can't skip too much. I put it there. Hold on. Here, Gyarados. The ghost Pokemon right here. Well, Butterfree. I think a Charmin right here. I think this is an enable form to Bewares. So, yeah. Horse right here. I can't even remember Monster or something like that. I can't remember the name. Oh, you saw it? Can I go one back? Of course not. You only want to go back for like 10 seconds every single time. Oh, click on the right timing. You saw it, a Palpitoad, Tyranitar. Nice one. I forgot the name, like Icy or something like that. I forgot. There's a Halachi, if I remember correctly. Right there. Milotic. There's Manti. There's Manti. So interesting. I'm more interested in why Milotic's here. It's very interesting. So you can whistle. That's interesting too. Yeah, this got me interested too. We talked about when they talked about the subject. Most thing is Flygon's here, Golden makes sense just so you can catch up pink or right here, so you can catch a pink again. I'll talk about more about this when we talk about the other subject. I have a humongous criticism about it. I don't mind that one. Question is, how is this safe? We'll talk more about gym battles when we get to the subject as well, so now silence.
Hello, I'm latest news on You can take on the role of the main character, who resides in the Galar region. After choosing Grookey, Scorbunny, or Sobble as your first partner Pokemon, you will embark on an adventure in which you will find humans and Pokemon working together.
So yeah, there's a Bidoof, it's interesting. But I don't use Bidoof.
And many other locations filled.
So there's Tubble right here. Trying to see another Pokemon I'm missing out. Morganot.
With rich
why not? Right here.
Personality.
Pokemon battles are the most popular form of entertainment in the Galar region.
Here the bug.
Stadiums across the Galar region are frequently filled with cheering crowds. The most exciting of the Pokemon that reside in the Galar region, I'd like to hand
Pokemon that await you in the Galar region, but allow me to introduce you to just a few of them. The first Pokemon I'd like to show you is Wooloo.
Okay, let's talk about Wooloo a little bit. So far, the design of it is first CP, replacement of Mareep, and so far I didn't tell you type yet. And please, comments section, you can tell me, you can guess your prediction on what type could be. And what you think, what kind of standard will be. Is this gonna be a basic, the basic normal type we're gonna have here for the newest, like Bidoof, Rattata. What else? What's the basic? It's basic normal type. It's Wooloo's gonna be the basic normal type. They usually announce those first, so that could be it. Wooloo could be the basic normal type. And I used to be an TM slave, but doesn't exist anymore, looks like, in this game, so it's just in design. To me, it's cute, but if it's gonna be again, it's gonna be a basic starter for normal type, I'm gonna see this a lot, and I might hate it. I'll be like, oh, facing him again. Facing Wooloo again. Okay.
This Pokemon's defining characteristic is its fluffy fur, which is treasured by weavers in a town in the Galar region, who use it to craft popular specialty goods. This Pokemon here is Gossifleur, the flowering.
Okay, now Caulifla. So probably just we just had like a flower Pokemon already. Technically not really a flower, but on a petal, but now it's another one. Again, this is my just opinion, not fact, but I told you to be honest, there will be criticism about it. I don't like to hold back. If I want to say something about it, I want to say something about it. If you have a problem, I'm sorry, but it's again my opinion. To me, this one is a good design. I can see for Galar for Great Britain, and to do more research and history between it. But how's the design for it? I don't know. Just the environment looks pretty, but maybe it's a reference to some kind of flower involving, Great Britain. I don't know about, but I don't know. Just for me, another Pokemon, I will never use. Maybe someone will. That's good for you, but for me, I just won't.
Pokemon. Gossifleur favors places with clean air and water, and its pollen is said to have healing properties. This next Pokemon is called Dreadnought, the Bite Pokemon.
So seriously, they just put the turtle Pokemon to like Tonga and goodbye, and miss what happens if you combine it together. They just went to Pokemon Fusion, this is what happens. With this one, I might do it, but again, I'm just a little bit slightly disappointed in a way. It's kind of creative. They made a Pokemon nowadays, combining the two Pokemon together, but just I don't know. It's just, to me, just at this point, just now this one just a little bit more question mark on it. Just turtle's a little bit more popular. It's like a snapping turtle. Makes sense. But for me, if it's gonna be, it has to be type, of course it might be water type for because of the turtle. Could be the rock water type again. By design, it looks almost want to be electricity as well. I don't know, but another one, the Gossifleur, I'm just guessing it's gonna be a grass type. How you describe it. So yeah, this one could be a water type. Rock water again. The design is okay. Being a turtle and all, but still, just worries me what might happen. So yeah. So Evolution might get a lot bigger, more likely. I don't know, having 2 heads or something, but who knows. Design's okay. More likely it might be my party, but again, I need to see more of the other Pokemons. What comes out, but maybe.
The sharp and jagged edges of its jaw allow it to bite off chunks of rock and iron. Its vicious nature makes it a difficult Pokemon to tame for all but the most experienced trainers.
Experienced trainers are known as any single character creation you could ever created. Yeah. I don't understand. Because they try to, use descriptions like, oh, you can't really catch it, and there's another hundreds of them. So they said the exact same thing, so you're not able to catch it, and you're able to catch Legend of Pokemon, Mega Beast or Ultra Beast, and blah blah blah. So it's hard to tell you, but it's just kind of, this is how they say it, as Freya, but just feels, it's like empty, empty thread. It's like a beware dog for there's a puppy out the gate, something like that.
This Pokemon that can be seen flying steadily through the sky is called Corviknight.
Yeah, this is one that I do really do like. They tried this one at least. Dark eyes, really dark, evil looking. Has a raven. Yeah, makes sense. If this was in the poem Elegant Pose to Raven or Nevermore, this is one of should be in there in that poem. This makes perfect sense to me. This is designed I like a little bit more better because they make it like the Pokemon how small it should be. The Crocodile, yeah, I do like it, but again, it's a copy of other Pokemon, so that's why I don't like it. This one's you can say it's Murkrow, but this one's a lot more terrifying compared to a Murkrow, which is like a mischief. But this one just straight up being evil. So this one might be in my team actually. It might be my flying Pokemon teammate of mine. So I don't know if any other bird Pokemon, because I usually don't take bird Pokemon too often. So for my only other one I take was Skarmory. So yeah, he might be my team. And the type is so far is more likely to be dark flying, like Murkrow. So yeah.
It puts its skills to use when working as a flying taxi, which will take the player back to any town he or she has previously visited.
This is another thing I want to say, that it just reminds me a little bit of Drift Broom kind of thing. I don't know. Ghost flying, balloon Pokemon, take somewhere. Yeah, it just reminds me of that.
As many of you already know, some Pokemon can evolve, changing their appearance and becoming stronger in the process. Gossifleur is one of these Pokemon. When Gossifleur evolves, it becomes Eldegoss.
Okay, Eldegoss, the evolved Pokemon. Makes sense. If you don't know, maybe you've seen it before, these are like these flower bombs. You can see in somewhere in a grass field. What you would do is you blow on them, and those are seeds. So it's kind of like the cycle right there. So the first reason is supposed to be this first. I don't know, it evolves. It should be vice versa, I feel like, but usually these are the seed that evolves to it. So I feel like that's Nintendo did some kind of oopsie or something. I don't know. It feels weird. But this is the original. First that, then it turned into a flower. Make hundreds of the other flower. So maybe makes sense. Because original flower then turned into seed. But I don't know. I don't know the flower cycle. I'm not a having a green thumb and all. So design again, grass type using decent grass type of my teammate. But for me, this one's not going to be my team.
As you can see, there are now small seeds scattered across its fuzzy head. These seeds are said to promote growth in plants and can revitalize both people and Pokemon. That's all I can show you this time. There are lots more Pokemon living in the Galar region for you to discover.
And before he ends, let's just see. There's that Pokemon right here. And the 3 beginners. The Seeps right here. The big turtle. And the 2 evolved. So the sketch he drew, it's like giving me foreshadowing, but maybe. But this is a little bit interesting right here though. I don't think this is for the Wooloo. But I don't know what. Maybe these are barriers right here. Don't know. Let's think. Skin it. But who knows? This just might be just a little bit hint. So,
Of course, you can look forward to finding many Pokemon you're already familiar with.
actually,
I hope you're as excited as we are to encounter the amazing variety of Pokemon that inhabit the Galar region.
well, let me just say, it is, I say that, you know, it is beautiful. I'll tell you that. It is, they really did a really good job rendering it. And so far I watched the video in the comment section on the direct. A lot of people say it just directly took from Breath of the Wild. And I can agree. The waters, field, and how we can move around in that wide area we can talk about later. Yeah, this really drive from, I guarantee, from Breath of the Wild. So,
Meeting lots of Pokemon is area.
so there you go, the wide area I can talk about.
This wild area stretches between cities and is filled with abundant nature as far as the eye can see. Different Pokemon can appear depending on where you are and what the weather is like, meaning there will be new discoveries for you each day. Some of you may already have noticed, but while adventuring through this area, you have control over the camera, allowing you to better search for items and Pokemon. Search far and wide in the tall grass, in the skies above, and even in the lakes, for you never know what you might find. In certain locations in the Galar region, a new phenomenon can be triggered that makes a Pokemon giant in size and gives it...
Okay, before we do this, let's go back about this. You know, the giant area, the beauty of it. You know? So it is good. This is a really good idea. What they are doing. So they can get the wild area. Wild area. So you can go to small area, for example, like a small patch area instead of going this giant area instead. Small areas are more like just kind of like a small route, you can say. So you can go to the grass area, you can start one of them. So they're more likely just to, you know, catch Pokemon there too. I think it's just more like a small area just to go instead, or this giant massive area. If every single area is like this, that's a problem because I think it take a long time. Even with a bike, and it become more of a hassle. So I can see it. Maybe we might have returning Pokemon. Maybe we can ride on. Maybe something like that. I don't know, but it'll be cool if you can. Get like a Pokemon you can ride on, instead of just, you know, that Pokemon Let's Go. If something like that, that'd be cool. But who knows? They never ever said it, so. And the upside I can see that you know, if I can catch a Pokemon you've been looking for, it will be less harder. You know what I mean? So you can look around and hey, it's gonna be at this time, like around 5 o'clock, you'll find this Pokemon. And then maybe at 6 o'clock, you'll find this Pokemon. So in the wild area, you can see it instead of having a random, you know, RNG. That don't have to happen. Maybe in the small patches, but maybe if you like that way or something. So we don't know what else you can make it that makes you have the advantage of getting that wild Pokemon. Catch easier. I don't know what can, maybe it have the mechanic club the same as Pokemon Let's Go. Catch the same exact amount of Pokemon over and over, and you get that bonus. I don't know if the candies are returning or not. But that one I really have doubts on the candies because you need to understand how overpowered those candies are when they're maxed out. And the next one I'm talking about gonna be area I think we have to talk about, because this could be the dangerous area or the better mechanic, one of the more important feature in the Pokemon other than, you know, catching is battling. So
Pokemon from the Galar region can Dynamax to not only become massive in size.
So let's go back a little bit. So as you can see right here, 4 different type: thunder or electricity, psychic, fighting, and normal.
Pokemon from the Galar region can
So now we come to max. So it's interesting how it works. So you can describe it, but I'll just summarize it real quick. So these are like a Mega Evolution, but instead of just, you know, lasting the whole duration until the Pokemon dies, no, it lasted 3 turns and 3 of these moves you can use. After that 3 turns over, then that's it. The problem is, we don't know how much increase in stat That worries me a lot. Do they increase a humongous amount of stats, or is it gonna be an equal amount? Or is it gonna be the same, but just giant with a stronger, power? That's my worrisome. Because the reason I'm really worried about it because of I don't know how much this does. Is it gonna be? It's more likely it's gonna be exactly the same as all the damage. It's more likely it's gonna be electric. It's gonna be like 100 damage or 90 damage. This worries me. Let me change color so you can see better. There. These worries me right here. How much power it is. But you're gonna use it once, 3 turn. That's it. And if you think about Mega Evolution and Z moves, I doubt they're coming back in this one. So I don't think it doesn't matter if you have a Mega Evolution or not. They might, but problem is I feel like it's overdoing it. So really questioning it. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about. I talk a little more about other things. This is about the battle. What's the stats on it? How much plus it might get? Is it gonna be like beyond going up, or is it gonna stay equal, the same? And how much damage is it gonna do? All of this. That's worries me. Because if he does a good amount of damage and it's that Pokemon, we're gonna need to talk. And I guarantee everyone else should be too. If they can start one-shotting every single Pokemon and they have first move or something like that, that's gonna be not good. I feel like they might have to go second for how giant they are. I don't know how they're always in game tier first, but who knows. That's my criticism on it.
Dynamax to not only become massive in size, but also boost their power.
Another thing I just had to talk about here. Seriously, a giant stadium, look at the sky, and people watching, all these people are watching, not afraid of, they can fall over and I don't know, kill the crowd. Are you kidding me? I know this is just a little nitpicking, but still, are they even safe? I know this is Pokemon PG or but I'm just saying. Have you ever watched Godzilla? What they do? They destroy buildings, they get knocked over. Seriously, and the power that Pokemon have? In the Pokédex, how much destruction they can cause. So, I'm just like, trying to figure out, you guys are okay with this? Watching them, I don't know, duke it out? Because, again, never watched Godzilla, but how I know Monster Fight goes in the end, someone usually goes backward and flatten all these clouds right here. Something like that. Again, nitpicking, but I'm just saying. Let's be a little more higher or something like that, not lower.
All the moves they know turn into powerful max moves. Dynamaxing can be used once per battle. However, the Pokemon will revert to normal after 3 turns. So, you need to choose wisely when to trigger it. Mastering Dynamax will be key to becoming a full-fledged Pokemon trainer in these games. Remember that wild area we told you about? If you connect to other players, you'll find more ways to play there. One of these new multiplayer features is called Max Raid Battles, in which...
Okay, we need to talk about it before we start going on again. Just graphing it. The problem is this reminded me of if you ever played Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2. They had the exact same thing. So I just feel like they just copied that. I don't know. Maybe Xenoverse might copy up someone else, but just the same reference. It just reminds me of the first thing that came pop in my head when I saw this. So the BZT2. Yeah, this is what it reminds me of. And I'm worried about it. Another thing. But there's 4 people here. Do you know why? Because Nintendo have a thing with called Wi-Fi. Yes. With their signal bars. Because I don't know how many internet connection they are good at. Because this happens. oh no, I got disconnected. Because it does happen a lot. Especially in Xenoverse when it launched, it was bad. It was like, it was just every time you wanted to do like you wanted, this giant fight, boss fight with 4 people. Okay, let's do it. And it started going haywire and just the boss fight couldn't finish because it was glitch after glitch after glitch, or again, players are gone, disconnecting for that random no reason, or another one's gone. Now it becomes, I don't know, it's gonna be, oh I'm sorry, you got disconnected, so start over again. Okay, it's a 1 hit from being defeated. Oh I'm sorry, this person got disconnected. Like, I'm afraid of those things. That's unfearing. Especially like, the Smash Bros community, I can tell you about that, how connection that game is. I don't know about Pokemon, because I know Pokemon had a very similar case, because Nintendo never fixed the internet about it. I don't know if it's our fault or theirs, but I'm just worried. It might be the case, it might happen. Especially if it's gonna be a child's game, and a little more adults too, but just worries about it. So, I'll play a little bit more, then after that we talk about more still criticism I want to talk about.
4 Pokemon trainers can join forces to challenge wild Dynamax Pokemon. In Max Raid battles, the wild Dynamax Pokemon keeps its giant form for the entire battle.
That's fine.
Not only that, it also has special powers that make it an extremely formidable opponent. Only one of these 4 players who have teamed up for the Max Raid battle will be able to Dynamax their Pokemon in each battle.
Okay, this is the next criticism I want to talk about. This.
So coordinating with your team will be crucial when taking on these powerful wild Pokemon.
This is really gonna be. I got another one I really want to criticize. One of the 4 people only can use it. So what happens if the one ever want to use it? So it's gonna be the first person to use it first? That's my problem. I don't like it. I really have doubts on it. It's really bad. I don't like it. Because everyone's gonna try to use it first. Oh, because let me use mine. I become a giant Pikachu level 50. Oh no, I want to use mine. Oh, it's gonna be a Magikarp level 100. Like, or something like that, ridiculously dumb or something. Who gets to use it? That's the question. Who gets to use it? The party leader? Or anyone who just used it first? So this really concerns me a lot. Because you say, oh, communicate with the team. How? Use the what? The Nintendo. That's a W. Use the. What is it? Wait. The Nintendo what? The app? And communicate? It's kind of weird to have a mention it. But that worries me a lot about it. Maybe it's just gonna be me, but how I know is that usually people teamwork works is that they want to be the one using it, or the giant Pokemon want to use it first, or something like that. I understand they want to win, but I think everyone wants to use it to show off, and that's a trending thing, especially in Pokemon. They love to do. You can see in the YouTube community they want to do that. They want to show off. They can be live streaming. Say, hey, can I use it? Because I'm live streaming, or hey, I'm recording for a video, or I have this shiny version of the giant. That's another one. Can it get shiny? Who knows? But still, this worries me a lot. Who get to use it? Because again, you might be playing with random people, or you could be using it against friends. Friends, I can see. Maybe you could say, oh yeah, when I use it. Something like that, but I just worries me about it. I don't know, just a gut feeling on this one. How you can turn bad into worse. What I can recommend instead. Oh, one person can use it for 3 turns. Instead, cancel that. Make it 4 people can use it, but for 1 turn. Is that so they can? So 4 people can. Each player can use it once. So 1 person can use it 1 time only, and they can use it 4 different people can use it for 1 time and 1 turn. To me, that sounds fair. So that everyone can show off if they want to. Might have 1 extra turn, but to me that sounds better. Or reduce it down to 3 instead of 4 if you really had no choice. But how tough they are. But that makes it fair instead of just 1 person gets to use it for 3 turns. That's not right. This is supposed to be, working together, not guess who's gonna use a giant, and I guarantee it's gonna be a battle for it. And gonna be negative review about it because I wanted to try use it, but no, someone did it first because someone had faster internet connection. Something like that. That's again, a gut feeling might happen. So
If you and your allies manage to emerge victorious, you will get a chance to capture the Pokemon in a truly dynamic catch sequence. The Pokemon that you can take on in max raid battles also vary depending on where you are in the wild area and the state of the weather. Among these different Pokemon are some that can only be caught after you defeat them in max raid battles, so we hope trainers will join forces and test their skills against a variety of Pokemon.
another thing that worries me is, let's go back again. Worries me is that they're, catching them. How it's gonna be like Ultra Beast, just had a one giant Pokemon and that's it. Just probability like 1 or something like that, or could be equal to like an Ultra Ball. I don't know. And if they catch him, is everyone's gonna get the exact same example like a Diglett, Toadog Trio. Exactly like them. Same stats, same everything like that. Or is it gonna be like the one leader who started off getting it? So another question is that is four people right here. Are they going to be like real life people, like you can do 4 people at once, or you can also make them get like AI's version of them. Someone just you have friends contact them once, like in Sun and Moon. You contact them once in this Pokepark kind of place, and hey, you can join. You can use those friends to help you out. Who knows? But they say work together more likely. They mean 4 people playing the same game, and work together. So they haven't really given me too much detail about it, so that's again worries me about it. So I don't know, it's gonna be like a leader thing. For example, she can be a leader about it. Who started a party. Who made a party first, or these are to be a group who joined her party. You can say. Who knows? Again, that's a lot of things. That's still a lot of question mark, involved in this. So far that's all we know right now. So we'll find out the next information.
Are some that can only be
Going to be a ton of fun.
Next, I would like to introduce some of the people you'll encounter on your adventure. This guy is the greatest trainer in the Galar region, and also the current champion. His name is Leon.
Well, he's an interesting design. And another thing I read in the comments section, and some people saying that he might be a fraud, something like that. You're gonna say, he's gonna be like, Pokemon are, so it looks like, Pokemon are good and all this stuff. It's like, can change before I done this power, blah, blah, blah. And then it's, next they face him. They're like, I tricked you, to what I use Pokemon for this reason. I use it for my own evil purpose and something like that. People are claiming. Because he looks too nice. But so far, I have not seen any single champion turn evil. So that's a problem about that theory. They can finally do it because so far the villains, of course, was more other characters. So who knows? But I can see it how they can do it like in anime style. They can say, I'm the champion, I become a villain, and all that stuff. But who knows?
In a region where Pokemon battles are so widely enjoyed, his undefeated record in official matches is all the more incredible.
Yeah, undefeated record, 0. Where I heard that before? I wonder who had an undefeated record. Let me change the color. I wonder who. And someone beat him to it. And who's gonna stop someone who's gonna break that record? Who Who's going to break that record? Pokemon. Like, you don't need to say, oh, he's undefeated. Like, come on, you can make it something better than that. I really wish they didn't say that. It makes the champion more worse on himself. Like, you don't understand. There's so many other animes tell you that it's important. But I say, oh, I never lose. Like Frieza, for example, Dragon Ball Z. Like, that's... Frieza was made it right, of course, in the end. But what about, you know, how the Pokemon characters do something like that? Because it's a really hard, you know, story involved to make the character, you know, really relevant. If not, then it's like, oh, he's just a champion, okay. So I just want to warn you about that.
His popularity is only enhanced by his shining personality, winning him the adoration of trainers across the region. It's no exaggeration to say that he is the most prominent trainer in all of Galar. The champion has a younger brother, who also happens to be one of your rivals. His name is Hop.
Yeah, no. Sorry to tell you, but I do not like that name. And his character design, like in Sun and Moon, the character Hal was way too nice. Beyond too nice. You need to understand, niceness is limited. It's supposed to be for a rival. But this niceness keep coming, just make more reason to be annoyed. It's just like I have that feeling I'm over Squidward. And the really character like SpongeBob. Way too happy. And it's going to see another kind of, what do you call it? I forgot the word for it. I forgot. What was the word? Well, could be character, could be like walking in shadow or crusade. That was the word. Oh, I'm the younger brother. I need to prove it to me, but I'm better than my older brother. Kind of. Like, please don't be like that. I just don't want to hear another 30 times about it. I need to be better than my father. I need to be better than my brother. I need to prove I can be a champion. I can rule the world. I wish you didn't say it was like a brother. I wish it was just separate. Didn't need it. The character people most remind you of, they liked was like Paul, you know, Pokemon, the anime series, or Gary, or Silver. But just being too nice is just makes the Pokemon worse for themselves, ironically. Being way too friendly is just not really reality anymore. You need to understand how, you know, people become both ways, not just all friendly and sunshine, no matter how best friend you are. So you need to understand that. And if I had to pick a different name other than Hop, I would just take in, like, for example, like maybe Al or Alan, something like that, not Hop. Something like this. I'm just don't know 100% the name, but I'm just telling you, just could be a better name than Hop.
Hop dreams to one day become champion just like his elder brother, and he trains vigorously every day towards this goal. His journey through the Galar region begins on the same day as yours. On your journey, you and Hop will receive a great deal of support from these two characters. Professor Magnolia is the professor of the Galar region and specializes in research.
So yeah, so Professor, I'm fine with. This one I'm fine with. Makes sense. A granny professor studying about 8 giant Pokemon. It does make sense in a way, but it's Professor. I need to see more of it to find out how much a professor he is and how much we should care. But some professor we didn't, you know, we care too much about, and some professor we do. For example, like Professor Birch was pretty interesting character, you know, design. Sigma was like every single other professor was just, it was exciting, interesting in their own rights. So let's see how she can be another noticeable professor kept that streak.
Searching the Dynamax phenomenon. Sonia is her granddaughter and also
And Sonia could be interested or could be another completely useless character. Just like in Sun and Moon. Like, oh, she's able Pokemon, legendary Pokemon, okay, from her sister. Now, I'm not saying really useless, but I'm just saying that just way too shy, naive, like, dear God. Like, just no confidence in herself. Just reminds me of Hinata for Naruto. Just too much of that. No. She should have been more braver. Maybe I know that the end game she started doing it, but still, just wait at that point later, way too late. She should start becoming more of these long, hang out with your main character to understand, hey, I can stand strong, I can find Pokemon battles, I don't have to be afraid of anything. Like that, but I just hope she doesn't have the exact same thing. So, that's my concern.
serves as her assistant. Their abundant wisdom and sound advice will surely come in handy throughout your adventure. Next, I would like to talk about the Pokemon gyms in the Galar region. You and your rival will need to take on the Pokemon gyms throughout the region in order to achieve your goal of becoming champion. These gym stadiums are constructed in very special locations that allow for Pokemon to be Dynamaxed. The gym leaders also have extremely powerful Dynamax Pokemon on their teams, so you will need to counter them with some of your own.
Another thing that worries me about, these Dynamites. I'm more worried like how fast I can get them, because if supposedly he's sort of the first gym leader and you already can make him Dynamo, that really worries me. Like, you can get it that fast. I feel like you can just use it immediately in Pokemon battles randomly. I feel like you can do that. Maybe not. I don't know. How it will work? Mechanically, it's like, hey, you just don't use it to make it fair. But I don't know. You don't know anything about it. Can you use it like in just a regular wide battle every single time? And who can use it? Just anyone who just have in your team? What's the point catching them then? Like, I don't understand. Unless, this is like, oh hey, here starter can, get the Mega Boost, get the Giant Evolution. I don't know what you're gonna call it. I'm actually just saying a weird name. Just say. We still don't know too much about it. How do these could be used? Other than just over 3 turns, powerful attacks, and that's it.
Battles between 2 Dynamax Pokemon are explosive and will cause the energy and excitement in the stadium to reach its peak.
Yeah, again, these people, if they have no barrier, no protection, they will die. But somehow they don't. Surprises me. Welcome to Game Logic.
Let me introduce one of the gym leaders to you. This is the grass type.
Bado. Supposedly people say he's like a man baby. That's why he looks like a kid. Got a long leg or something. He's like a 15-year-old kid. That's what people think. It's kind of funny what they say about him. Understandable. But his designs, it's just, again, makes it more really weird area. Again, he really looks like, again, a kid, but with muscles and long legs. That's fine, but just, again, you can have that kind of hunch. It's like, okay.
Expert Milo. This gym leader is all about enjoying battles alongside his trustworthy Pokemon, and you will have to overcome his tenacious fighting style to continue your journey. Look forward to facing many more heated battles.
Would like you to see.
So this is the legendary Pokemon. the two legendaries. Oh boy, I have things to talk about that
The two Pokemon you saw in the video just now are in fact legendary Pokemon of the Galar region, called Zacian and
So let's talk about Zacian. A wolf with a sword. Haven't I seen that before? How original. Again, what? I don't know, it's not kind of mythology involved, but I'm just like, why have to be another kind of dog beast type? Like, we always have that now. It's always been dogs. We just had that in Gen 7. Why has it be another dog? So I know Sogody is a lion, but still just a 4-feet mammal. Like, I'm just like, listening to Pokemon like, really again? Like Lunaro, for example, that was at least a cool and legendary at bat, not make cool, that was really badass about it. I still pick Sun, of course, because I do prefer the Sun. But still, I'm just saying, like, this is slightly disappointing. We can have a return of Dragon type, you know, maybe 4 Braid or something. Maybe he's a 2 dual wield or something like that. Looking, I don't know, humanoid. And Sealed could be a giant Sealed guy or something like that. Instead, kind of like, you know, what was it? I forgot the name. Or the Sword and Sealed Pokemon, forgot the name. Aegislash, maybe correctly? Something like that. And I don't know if you can catch Aegislash. I hope you can, that would make it really interesting, but... Oh, design of hair is this. Oh yeah, a dog with a sword. Why is that sword? I don't know, the sword stuck with him, or you could just drop it. That makes sense to me. Feel like, again, it's weird. I think the better option he could have done is like the design from Droids, that Liger Zero would have been perfect. Winged, it's like the swords on the side, and you can pull it out like wings when he needs them instead of this mouth. Like, that would have been cool. Like, the sword would be like right here. First away, tucked in like right here in this area. Then when he needs them, like this, comes out like this. That would have been badass. Or could have been more so get rid of again this, and more so would be like comes out from his front, like that. Like Tyranitar, like something like that. I'd mean that way instead. One of those two would have been a better design, better than the sword right here. Like, that just feel like lazy in a way. Like, oh, dog with a sword. Cute at first, but I don't know. But that's still technically blades coming out. So yeah, that's just my opinion about this one. Zacian.
Zamazenta.
Then this one. And Zamazenta. Another line Pokemon. Again, I just like, seriously, like, Sagada is not different. Just another like a line looking one with a giant shield for a face. If they want to do that, then I don't know. Her design is just like full armor, of course. But again, it feels weird. It's more, you know, this one's like a little bit more understandable right here. So it's like a wing, it's like sealed armor like this in perspective. And here I'm guessing it's like this. Protection armor. So problem is, again, this right here, just feel like it's not really sealed. You like literally just reveal yourself a beak of dog. Not all dogs don't have to have a. I think this one could have a, don't have a beak. Just have a mouth right here instead, just as a regular dog. That would have been fine like this, and a frown. Something like that instead. It doesn't need to be have a mouth. But again, you're supposed to use your shield. How does these swords right here, or shield right here, pops out in like 3D, for example, and it comes out like this, a little bit out like an inch or so you protect the whole face. Like this sword, like a shield right here, pops out. So the two little designs, just slightly disappointed about it. There could be a little bit more work. Again, here, even for legs, separated. Like here, it's like, you know, just able to be protected. And I feel like swords should be more Just like, oh, this one sword and that's it. Like sword Excalibur, okay, that's it. Here maybe makes sense here, right here. It makes it like a sword, but... And here it makes it like a shield here. I don't know, I just feel that way. It's designing well, but just a little bit better they could have done for legendary Pokemon. Because it feel like, again, at this point, you would rather just make Arcanine a legendary Pokemon. Like, he even said it, he is called a legendary Pokemon. This one, again, it's just slightly disappointing at how all the legendary Pokemon should be well creation. Terrifying. This doesn't show me true terror. These are more like the legendary Pokemon, more like for the side ones. Like Berger, Pterodon, or Voltons, like that. These are not the legendary main Pokemon for the series. For a reason. So again, this is my honest opinion again, I keep saying this again. Saying that they could have done better. Because I like the design, but just, you know, they could have done a little bit more better. So I also been editing, of course, put the picture of the droid I was talking about. And sealed, again, maybe I could look for a droid as well that could work. But, like for example, there's another droid called Sealed Liger. His ability have like a barrier like in front of him like this. So it protects himself from all damage in front. So you could maybe have design from that, and that would have been cool as well. Or a little bit more. So it could be like a sword, but yet sealed. Something like that, but I'm no artist here.
Look forward to discovering for yourself just what role Zacian and Zamazenta will play in the story.
So too much to I think.
Thanks to all of our guests. Will be available on November.
So yeah, I think I'll end it here. So yeah. So it's gonna come out right here, as you can tell, November 19th. So November 15, 2019. Sword, sealed, and all that stuff. So if you know, you also comment in the comments below, you know, which version you get, sword or sealed. It'll be interesting to figure out which one. You know, yeah, as for me, I got sealed. So I like being offensive, but I feel like defense is the best offense. Sometimes. But you know. So, yeah. So if anything you want to say in the comments below, please tell me how much I criticize about it and how much honestly I involved it, my best abilities. So I don't know, what do you want to also in the end as well? You could also tell me your opinion as well about the new trailer came out. You think it's more promising? You think that this is more the game you've been looking for? No. As for me, my final verdict about it, for this trailer, I say I can see potential. But I think they still need to work on the design of the Diamox, or whatever called, the giant. And one more reference I want to add is that this really reminds me of one Pokemon from, I think it was Advanced Battle, where it's about the giant cradle. I might show you a little bit video, I might put in here as well. As they used a giant Pokeball, like an old Pokeball. A giant Pokeball they used to roll down and try to catch it. So yeah, this really reminds me of the giant, the Dexia, or the giant Pokemon thing. Idea originally came from, I'm guessing. So yeah. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video. And please remember to like that button. Please tell me your honest opinion about it as well. And try to subscribe to my channel as well for more of these. Try to go in depth, you know, try to go my honest opinion about it. How is a can on criticism of what I think might be good, bad, or either or. So I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you next time. See ya.